Whoa, what it do, family?
What's happening?
We got a good one today. Today gonna be like episode 1 of Str8Menace podcast. I'm with my man White right here.
Yes, sir.
Man, I've been with White since
forever.
since Ben, man. Since Ben. Right now we at Grambling State University right now. It's what
You
quiet.
You see it. Man, it's quiet, man. Like, nice and chill. You know what I'm saying? We ain't with all that, man. But when it's time to pop off, we really with it, man. Like,
Man, we got some good today, man.
Oh, yeah.
We got a lot to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Man, me and White, like, when we first started, like, talking.
Man, I've been knowing you since I've been knowing of you since like 3rd grade. We really started linking, and talking and becoming boys around 4th grade, 5th grade on, and we was
But White, like, the first time I saw you, I was like, who the fuck is this kid? I'm trying to go take a piss and he just keeps smiling and waiting.
I was happy, man. I was happy, man. People would be so upset at me because of how happy I was, man. I was just happy, man. And like you clowning, but man, like that's not the first time you ever said that. You like, man, you was like, who is this guy? Who is he?
Cause like I had just transferred back to that school because I went to Blinko for a little bit. So like I knew some kids, but like it still was like
it was still new.
Yeah.
The thing is that you didn't know. I was new to the area, so I didn't know nobody. You just thought I was just somebody that came in when you left.
Yeah.
I was like
That's
the first
true.
and the crazy thing about all that is the school that me and him talking about was a brand new school. Like no student has ever been in that school.
And they got
Before that
elevators,
day.
all types
That's what
of
I'm
stuff in
saying.
that school.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, man. Man, that was crazy, man. Man, I'll never forget the first time I met this guy, man. I was just excited, man. Man, especially at that age.
Cause you already knew me before I knew you.
Man, I knew of you because of our parents, man.
True.
So Ray Pops was the barber around, get your cut at Ray J's barbershop.
So your dad, he was getting his cut before he even like started being principal.
Man, nah, man. They was your dad. So people at work. By the way, my dad was the principal of the high school. So he was
Doc. They call him Doc.
Doc. Yeah.
Call him
So
Doc.
I'm Doc's son. That's Ray J's son. You know what I'm saying? So we actually had some important male figures as our fathers in the community.
True.
So I think that's another reason why we was like, closer.
Cause bro, literally every time we did something,
Man,
damn parents
yeah,
around, they
it
talking.
It wasn't saying my name. It was like Doc.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
It was like
True.
Doc.
True, man.
Like people. To be honest with you, I get a lot of notoriety, but some people I don't think know my name. I think they just be like Doc. You know what I'm saying? I just
Yeah.
But that's cool. I don't.
Man, like I know through the process of school, especially after graduating, I done had to like knock some friends off, like just leave them alone, and like sometimes
I ain't never rode with a whole bunch of people. That was Ray over there. Ray was cool.
Nah, you already know I had to stop being friends with some people over some stupid stuff. But like I'll say, friendships and stuff like that, you really got to see who really there for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if you had to stop talking to some people or not, but
Distance yourself, man.
you definitely got to distance yourself.
Distance yourself, man. That's just all a part of growing, man. That's all a part of growing, man. You can't keep a bird in a cage and wonder why it's not flying like that. You know what I'm saying? So
True.
Why it's not flying? Why it's not? You can't put nothing in a corner. You can't put nothing in a pot or anything like that and seclude it and think why is it not doing this like it should be. So that's just what it is.
Man, I'll say bro, one of the biggest things about like me right now is when I go home and some family members like, man, why you don't talk to me? Why you don't call?
Oh, man.
Stuff like that. And the biggest thing is, the reason I don't talk to some family members and stuff like that is basically just because, like, when it come down to it, shit, you more family than a lot of my family members. Like, you more family than my flesh and blood. Cause like, throughout my whole life, the only people who really be there is my intermediate family and a couple people, to be honest. And like when these aunties and stuff be coming nowhere talking about where you been, blah blah blah, like only thing we do is say hey. Only thing we do is say hey. So like I can't give you all that time and stuff for no reason. That's
a big investment too, bro. That's a big investment, man. Like what you just said, man, that was just music to my ears, bro. You really preaching to the choir, bro. Like, man, that's just with people in general.
That's true.
People in general,
true,
bro.
That's true.
Like, man, we did stuff that I can just tell you remember when, and then you be like,
I can't do that, bro. I can't do that with some people. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that with some people.
Like I can just be like, it just be like scenarios. Like we could be in a certain place. Like we can be in downtown. I can tell you something, and you be like, oh man, you remember back in 4th grade, bro? Like
movie like really scar you, or a scene in the movie really scar you to this day.
Under the Bed. It's a freaking Disney movie.
I watched that.
Man, I don't like that movie.
I watched that, bro. I seen the little.
Man, imagine seeing that. No, imagine seeing that at the correct age. That shit, man. Under the Bed, man. If y'all got Disney Plus, pull it up. I think
he was called the Boogeyman.
Right.
I believe he was called Boogeyman.
You know what's crazy? The Boogeyman wasn't even the scariest person.
Who's the scariest person?
Like that black guy.
Ain't no way. Why? He was good. Most of the movie.
He was good. That's exactly.
Most of the movie was good.
Most of the movie.
It was like a mental health, like a priority. Like in your house and stuff like that.
As it should, but in black families, man. Like, and that's sad. Man. Black families, it's I think it should have been more, because like, man, like you didn't. Let's say you got an F, right? You say you got an F. Like when we were talking about Mazarko, right? You got an F. It wasn't. Oh well, let's crack down and let's get you a tutor. It's like, nah, bro. Like, what you doing to get this F? Like. Maybe it's not. Maybe you just didn't understand it. Yeah, that can affect your mental health too.
And I knew if I got an F, like
that was
if I got an F, bro.
That was it, bro. Like,
teachers. I mean, my parents was not talking about no teacher did you wrong. None of that. Now I hear like kids talking about the teacher did this and the parents believe them. But before that, it wasn't none of that. You got an F. You get whipped.
Shout out to my mama.
My
mama understood, but it was still like, hey. You got this F though. Like she understood though. Shout out to my mama, man, for real.
Man, up in my house, it was no such thing.
And there was no. I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off, but man, it was no waiting. My dad was the principal, so it was grade my paper. You got that to his office. Like there was no hesitation at all. It was we gone. Man. Like and no heads up either. You don't get no heads up on it. Man, the worst thing is hearing your name on the intercom.
Oh man, bro, you hear I'll say this. You hear your name on the intercom. Sometimes you thinking
that's the thing.
You never know.
That's the thing.
You never know. But sometimes you hear that intercom. You like, oh man, I'm finna pack my clothes up. I'm finna head to the house.
Man, that's another man.
But bro, you a bad kid, or if you know you did some shit. That intercom, you don't even want to go. You asking the teacher if you could stay. Take another test.
Man.
Take another test.
Man, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy because, man, I think it's your mind going like this. And another thing, man, you got to understand, you got to be quiet sometimes. Because I'll mess around and go in the office and be like, man, You know, it start saying some stuff, and they be like, nah, bro, like I be like, man, I ain't even hit that kid that hard. I'm like, nah, bro, you about to go get your haircut, bro. What you talking about?
Man, it's true, man. You used to skip school to get a haircut.
Yeah, I used to skip school to get a haircut. But the thing is, it'd be like senior year though. Nah, no lie, it'd be like senior year.
Bro, I remember
we wasn't doing
because we used to have homeroom and stuff.
Yeah.
So like, I would usually wait to see. All right, where White at? I remember because I used to have PE like.
We used to have second block. Second period. It was
something like that. Period. So I'm going up in there. I'm like, all right, White not up in here. He must have left, went to school. Bro, after PE, after we did some hard shit like weights or something, I see White go over there looking like a brand new person.
Man, be like, man, we about to play basketball or what?
Hell nah. Hell nah. We'd have missed everything.
Man, then mess around, man. Oh boy. And then y'all will. I personally love lifting weights.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
But I would miss it sometimes because I was doing something, man. And then y'all be like, y'all been pumping that iron, man.
Yeah,
I'd go in there and pump a little bit. Then we could then go and play basketball. They couldn't shoot because they didn't lift weights. And I was like,
Boy, that was. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this about high school. I would want to go back to high school, but not to do no work, just to clown. Yeah. I wouldn't want to go back to high school for nothing.
Going back to what you said earlier, man. You know how you said I'm close in a lot of family. You guys,
Thanks,
man.
Sure.
I got a lot of good experience with people I never talked to again. That's
true,
bro.
That's true.
I was friends something. I got a lot of good experiences with people I never talked to.
Like, bro, we had to do that school named Gooch. I don't know when I ever see Gooch again.
I don't know, man. And let me tell you something about this guy. Man, we was young, stupid, in our own heads, man, and we actually fought each other. We was like in 5th grade. I mean, that's a story time for another day, but man, let me tell you something. I'll never fight him again. That's my boy. You know, much love to him. You know, I'm probably more than sure that he'll say the same thing, man. Gucci is real. For real.
Thanks.
Real. Man, I don't know when I ever talk to him again.
Man, I don't know.
That's a solid dude too.
Yeah.
Give him some our background in basketball. Let me tell you something.
I don't have no background in basketball.
Nah, Ray got background.
I ain't got no background in basketball whatsoever. I ain't balling at all.
Ray got background in basketball. Man, Ray was a starter on our middle school team, but Ray.
Man, and I used to just. Man, in middle school, bro, I used to just run the court.
Man, Ray was
wasn't no shooting, Ray just rebound and run up and down the court.
Ray was our Vince Carter. Ray was our Vince Carter for real, man. Man, I'll never forget, boy. And coach, her name is Wright. You can probably look her up. She what? Mississippi Hall of Fame or something?
She went to Mississippi State.
Yeah, she went to Mississippi State. Solid basketball player.
I ain't never told nobody about it.
Man, well, go ahead and say it.
Man, there was this one time after practice. I don't know if you remember, but Jonathan used to be our point guard at the time, right? With Ms. Wright. So after every practice, Jonathan would want to get some extra work in middle school, and he'll get like a big man or something like that to come play with Ms. Rack and somebody else. Right. So one day after practice, Jonathan came to me. He was like, "Hey man, stay after so we could get some work in with Ms. Rack." And I was like, man, I kind of want to go home.
Right. Everybody wants to.
Man, we was up in what? 7th, 8th grade? Man, I was like, bro, I kind of want to go to home, man. And he was like, man, come on, bro, let's ball. So I'm like, all right, let's go.
I couldn't do it, bro.
And you know, I'll say one thing. I probably ain't got the best shot, but I got defense. You hear me? I got defense. So, Miss Rack, game going on. Skull I think Miss Rack and her team probably got like 6 at this point. Yeah. And we got 2. And Jonathan was guarding. I was like, nah, Jonathan, fuck that. I got him. I was like, I got him. We about to have a comeback. Man, I was playing her. and she ran. She sped down the baseline.
Miss Ray.
Yeah, she sped down the baseline. So I turned my hips and I'm chasing her down. I think I'm finna get blocked. Boy, she hit me with a step in the ground, came back. Bro, my ankle, I fell flat on my face. Well, I fell flat on my face. I don't think nobody did it, bro. I fell flat on my face, and I was just on the ground.
He's just done.
But I was just sitting down on the ground.
That's another thing.
And she was laughing.
Yeah, I know she
bro.
was.
Ain't nothing worse than a woman laughing at you.
Man, at anything. It don't
Boy.
matter. It don't matter what.
Boy,
man.
I got up and I sprinted.
Oh, you
But
still playing?
I sprinted to the locker room.
Oh.
I got my stuff out the locker room and I went home.
Oh, man.
Bro, she saw me the next day and she was like, "You alright?"
Oh.
I was like, "Fuck you, Miss Ray." I couldn't tell it to her, but boy, I wanted to tell her, boy, fuck you.
Ooh.
She ain't tell nobody though.
Nah, man.
I'm glad, bro.
She's
I ain't never tell nobody that.
She's solid, man.
Bro, I was on my face.
Now you just told the whole world. That's great. Man, Miss Wright used to laugh at me, man. I used to play.
But man, how is life like at Grambling though?
Hey, Graham, man, it's really cool, man. Like, this is my thing. You gotta, and this is for college, just learning and becoming my own man, you know. Man, something I had to learn, man. I'd rather see a snake slither than hear a snake rattle. I'd rather see that snake, acknowledge that snake, see what's there right there. And this just beyond college. I'm gonna get back to your question, but this just with like people, man. I'd rather see that snake and see it and be like, all right, it's right there. Cause they snakes everywhere, Whether you want to acknowledge it or not, see them or not, roll with them or not, man. But to hear a snake rattle, you can hear it and kind of gauge where it's coming from. But man, it's more searching than you think about, man. And man, something that just God just been putting on me, man. It's not about how people throw a rock at you. It's about how you roll with it. Now you gotta face the music about it. That's just what it is.
But bruh, I hope y'all like the video. My man White description is gonna be at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Str8Menace gang, we out.
I told you before you left, man.
Snow bunnies.
Nah, snow bunnies is good on man. Make sure you edit that out. Man, they gonna be like,
it's probably not even gonna be.
Man, the grandparents were sleeping in the same bed. Like nobody said nothing about that. You remember that? Yeah, they slept in the same bed. And you know what else? You never knew which one was married. Cause the thing is, it was one bed. It was one bed, and it was a man. I can't remember if it was a man, and no, it couldn't have been because it was like man, woman. So now this weird man is touching feet with your wife. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you don't know if your wife is side by side or across.
Weird stuff.
That was weird. But the first time, I don't remember. I remember somebody said something, but boy, it toilet mode. Like I'm talking about, I should have made the shot.
I got that video. I got it.
Man, it did that and then it missed. I was like, bro, yeah, you did. You sent it to me the other day. I was like, bro, it rolled around and then went off.
Bro, everybody wanted you to miss them though.
That's why everybody wanted me.
Bro, everybody wanted you to miss all your free throws though. People from your own school.
Own school, man. Own people, man. I'm telling you.
Shit, for football, I know for football, bro, they used to fight, dude.
I never did, but I was out there. It was me. I want to say it was you too, but it was me, Coach Armand, and Baby D. And Coach Armand went into the equipment room, and he pulled something out. He said, "Here, Baby D." It was something. It was like a big metal piece, and it went like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what it was, but it was a real protector. He brought out a real protector for Baby D. He like, everybody we about to play Franklin. Put this rib protector on. I said, Ray, he talking, baby. And I'm out there. Ray, I would go out there on the field and I wouldn't even have knee pads. So he gave this man a rib protector. So I'm like, and you know,
Baby D tough.
Man, that's what I'm saying.
You know Baby D tough.
Baby D will duck his head and go forward, man. But man, Ray, I would go out on, and you know this. I would go.
I used to try to fix your pants for you, man.
None of that.
Why you come out there?
Man,
Pants would be sagging.
Man, the knee would be all, because it didn't have that pad in there filling the
Bro, the funny thing is, there's no way you could lie to any referee, any coach, and say you got some knee pads in the pants.